Welcome back, beautiful soul family. I'm Erica, a real estate entrepreneur and soul guide, sharing the tools that I've learned on my path to help me create a whole new life. Today I want to talk about what many of us might be feeling right now. I'm calling it a cocoon phase because that's what it keeps on being referenced as. It's been a challenge for me because I'm used to hustling. I'm used to working hard. I'm used to proving my worth by doing. And if that sounds anything like you, this message is for you. I don't know when your slower pace started, but for me, it started at the beginning of the summer. I was transitioning from one real estate brokerage to another, and in doing so, I felt a calmness come over me when I finally started working here in my daylight basement at home. And it took me a while to adjust and adapt to having this be okay, that I'm not broken, that there's nothing wrong with me. And so I want you to know you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. If you have been someone who has worked hard and felt like that's how you make things happen, that's how we earn a living in this world that we live in, I'm going to challenge you to question that. Maybe things are shifting. Maybe by this quieter time, this cocoon phase, you're releasing, like me, and your path is obviously your own, but maybe you're releasing trauma, wounds, programming, generational trauma, belief systems, and you're unraveling that in this slow time so that you can become magnetic to what you want and call it in instead of hustling, grinding, and proving to get what you want. And I don't know what you would prefer, but I certainly prefer the slower path, the quieter path, the path where when I need a nap and I can take a nap, I take a nap. When I don't want to talk to anyone today because I don't have to, I don't, obviously, except my children and my husband and people that I have to talk to. And also part of this path might be shedding layers of yourself that you've outgrown. Letting go of versions of you that no longer serve where you want to go. And that's not always comfortable. It feels weird. Along with that might come shedding people in your life that don't serve your highest path, whatever that looks like for you. And it can be uncomfortable. Letting go of relationships. Maybe they're newer relationships, maybe they're older relationships, maybe they're family. Maybe you no longer feel the need to stay connected to. And you don't have to be cruel or unkind. Maybe you start gently by creating space. But ultimately, this is your journey. This is your path. And if you don't honor it, no one else is going to do it for you. I have let go of people this year, not because they were bad, not because they were wrong, but because I am changing. I am growing. I am evolving, and I am stepping into a version of myself, and certain relationships were keeping me in the version of myself I no longer want to be. All of us have a different path, and what's right for one person doesn't necessarily mean it's right for you. And if you are cocooning, if you will, if you are living slower, more introspective, taking more time for yourself, honoring yourself and loving yourself during this time, you don't owe anyone an explanation that you don't want to give. I'm someone who wants to make sure everyone is always okay, that you feel okay, that I'm not affecting you in a negative way. And I think that might be a little codependent, and I don't ever want to make anyone feel bad, but I just want to say, you can communicate with those in your life that you love and let them know that you're just taking time for yourself, whatever that looks like. You can word it however you want. And some tools that might help you while you're in this slower path for however long it's going to go on for. I have a feeling it's going to be a couple more months, at least for me. I've been doing a lot of different things to honor this and to help amplify this time and make the most of it, so that when I do come out of what I'm calling this cocoon phase, I've gained the most from it. So I'm doing a lot of breath work, and a breath work practice you might choose to do, and I'll give you some more tools, but it might look as simple as taking your voice memos and recording a voice memo that walks you through a breath work practice, because it is helpful to hear your own voice guiding you. At least it is for me. It can be powerful to your subconscious to hear your voice guiding you versus a YouTube video or a track that you already have on your phone, or you could do multiples. But it might look something as simple as a repeat of this, a loop of this. Breathe in for a count of 4. Pause for a count of 2 and reflect. What version of me am I calling in right now? What is my highest timeline that I am magnetizing to me at this time? And I know that was a longer pause than 2 seconds. And then breathe out for a count of 6. And release. Say to yourself, I now release anything and everything that no longer serves my highest timeline or the version of me that I choose to become, the version of myself that I am calling in. And you may or may not know what that means for you yet. Maybe you're not sure, or maybe you are aware of some habits or pieces of your life that you're ready to let go of, that you're ready to shed. And you know of habits that you want to call in. Like for me, I've been doing a lot of yoga, and it has been amazing. They have all different kinds of yoga. Kundalini yoga, slow flow, a lot of it is hot yoga. I am totally digging it. Maybe that's a part of your healing journey. And maybe journaling is something you love. For me, my hand gets super tired and cramped, but I find and I hear that writing things out can be very powerful. And so if you can do that, writing something out like, oh, what did I have in here? Let me find it. what does my soul need right now? Or what is this slowness making extra room for in my life? There are several different journal prompts that you can write out to explore what you're calling in and possibly what you're letting go of. So I encourage you to honor this season if it feels right for you. I know most of us have to work or do things to earn money at this time, but if you have the time, if you have extra time to slow down and to reflect on your life and honor the space and time you're allowing, this could be a very powerful and growing moment while you're calling in whatever your next chapter is. Some other tools that I find helpful: taking salt baths to clear my energy, and I hear that putting the Epsom salt or whatever it is that you put in your bath, maybe it's, I don't know, pink salt, Epsom salt is one of my favorites, and putting it in 20 minutes before you get out so that it can take anything out of your body that needs to be purged, and after about 20 minutes your body starts to reabsorb it, maybe a cup or two of that. But I encourage you to honor this season. During this time of slowing down, you're not being left behind. You're creating space. You're shedding what no longer serves. You're making room for the new. And you're honoring yourself. You're loving yourself. And for me, you might also be regulating your nervous system. Maybe for a lot of your life, you've been in fight or flight. Maybe it's been hard for you to slow down. Maybe you're someone like me that has wounds. We all have wounds from certain periods of our life, maybe our childhood, or if you believe in this, maybe past lives. And you're easily triggered. Maybe this slow time and this time of loving yourself, journaling, breath work, meditating. Oh God, one of the most powerful is meditating, quieting your mind. Maybe it's unraveling that slowly from your subconscious, from your energetic field, from your nervous system, to make space for a more powerful, more aligned version of yourself. So if this resonates with you, if you're walking a path of inner alignment and self-growth, I'd love for you to come back. I'd love for you to subscribe. These are the type of videos that I put out, all about self-growth, manifestation, healing. While I'm a full-time realtor, this is also my passion, and it also bleeds into my real estate work, where I also do house cleanses, and it's part of my listing. When I list a house, I'll clear the energy in it if the sellers allow it, or giving my buyers a house blessing box to clear the energy in the house before they move in. So make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and wherever you're at on your journey, I'm cheering you on. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, trust the unfolding. I'll be here walking with you. We're all on this path together, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.